to all kind of settings. This is, I mean, the writer and me are based in Oslo, living Oslo life. And in Oslo, it is like this sometimes. Even though I was on a Michael Moore event, and he talked about his next movie. And then he showed some clips, and then he showed a glimpse from Norway. And he used Norway as an example of a perfect place, with the lowest crime rate in the world, and everything was perfect. So I was a bit shocked last night, you know.
Next. Right there.
Okay, I'd like to know where he came from, where he went to.
Everyone hear that?
Well, you know, where do you think he came from?
I think it was either a dream or he died.
Yeah. I mean, in the radio play, we are told where he is arriving. And, but I took that out in the film, because I thought it was much more fun to leave that up to the audience to find out. And it was much richer for the experience of the film. In the radio play, he came to hell. Since I took it out in the film, because when you read the script, he could either come to heaven or he could come to hell. It depends on what you like. So I kind of left that open, you know.
Where did he go back to? He didn't like where he was. So
Where did he end up?
yeah. Where did he got off the bus? He was in a big place.
To a cold place.
Cold place.
It didn't look very nice there, no? So maybe it was worse.
Right there.
No, I haven't. I haven't.
The story is a man's dream arrives on a bus into a purgatory type situation. They see the race city, which is much like you show, which is hell. And the idea is that these people with spirits trying to save these people from that to get them to quote unquote heaven. But the interesting thing is that because they're in purgatory, they have died, they don't have senses. Much like they did in the film too. And I thought too the image used in the basement is almost like the idea of doing like every time we move to a room. Is that intentional?
Yes. I mean, as many else in the movie, I left it kind of not really clear, but it's a little bit clear. So I mean, when I worked with the actors and worked with for me it was not a rebirth for me. I mean, he kind of climbed back to his childhood, you can say, you know, where all the expressions are pretty strong and everything is kind of, you know, the senses are stronger. I mean, basically where we put the hole in the wall is when it comes to the other side, where it's a lot of colors and it's kind of a Mediterranean French small town or something. It comes out, you know, with a height of 5 years old, and just details like that, you know. I don't know. It's the way I worked, and it's the way I told them. But it didn't mean to. You have to understand that to get the idea of the film. Thank you.
Victor?
I found the visual imagery very powerful, and I can't imagine what it was like as a radio.
Lady was commenting about how strong the visual imagery was, and she was surprised that the source was a radio play.
Yeah, it's. I mean, a radio play is written to get image in your head, you know. So, and I got a lot of images in my head the first time I read the first draft when he gave it to me. But in the radio play, it was a voiceover all the way through. It's like a commentary voice talking, and that was really good. It was a really good voiceover, and we kept it for some time in the film because it was so good. But it kind of didn't add anything, you know, because we had to invent pictures if we we're going to make a movie. So in the end, it was washed out. But I think the senses of the image is like the voiceover in the end, you know. Even if we had, you know, during the process, a lot of comments that, you know, are we getting close enough to the main character? You know, do you feel with him? But I want to kind of feel the the concept, you know. I mean, that the picture should be helping us to get close to this guy, even if it was like in small detail further back, long back in the picture. So, I think actually the voiceover that was read by and the look of the film is kind of the same.
We only have time for one more, I'm afraid. So right there.
Which part of the film was the most difficult to make, or something that you had to release the whole time?
Question was, which part was the most difficult part to make? Which section?
Well, we had very little time, you know, everything. So we planned everything a lot. We used like 1 hour, no, 1 year to just find, you know, locations in Oslo to shoot to get the right look. So I don't know. In Iceland we were shooting in a sandstorm. That was pretty challenging. So actually we just, you know, put the camera in the car, and then we sent the bus into the sandstorm and just drove after it. And then I had a walkie-talkie. And I just said left, right, and I said get the actor out, run into the desert, you know. And we just parked the car and just pan with him, you know. So we had to improvise something, yeah. But it was also, you know, difficult to get the acting style of the whole film. But we did that mostly in before shooting, just to rehearse and to get the right kind of numbness, you know, this strange. I tried to get this numbness, like unrealness of the whole acting.
Okay, one more. This is the last one.
I was moved by the scene where he goes to watch a movie during the movie. Was he watching one of your earlier movies?
No, he wasn't. I made one black and white movie, you know, so I took it with me. But they had laced up another movie in cinema, and the problem with that movie is that it was all about children, and in the film is no children at all. And you know, in our process of making it, that was really strict for us to avoid children and animals and, you know, everything. Maybe you don't see it and feel it in the end, but you know, when you're working on it, that was one of the rules. So when we came into the cinema and they laced up the film, it was all about children on the screen. So that's why we made it so blurry.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.